Good morning. Welcome to another weekly prep. And months since I have done this, but feels like a good time to do it. We have a pretty easy, fun, but jam-packed weekend as usual, trying to get a bunch done but also make memories as a family. So I'm gonna take you guys along. It feels kind of weird to pick up the camera on the weekend, but you know, it is fun to show you guys. I have so much to update you guys on, so let's jump into it. Got my apron on. It's time to do some breakfast prep. Normally what I've been doing now is Saturdays I try like a new recipe. My kids are not the most adventurous of eaters, so I'm just trying some new things, see if they'll eat them. So we're trying to be more adventurous. So I am trying this new recipe today. This egg and cheese hash brown waffles. They love eggs, they love cheese, they like waffles, they like potatoes, like as fries, so we'll see. Celia really loves hash brown like patties, so I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna try it, see what they think, and I think these would work well being frozen, maybe, I'm not sure. But we're gonna try it and see what they think. Two things. Does anybody else prefer a fork over a whisk any day? Me. And anybody else, whenever they like whip up eggs, do you think of the Billboard Dad movie with Mary-Kate and Ashley, where at the beginning they like whisk eggs in a bag? I always think of that, and it's totally like, is that early 2000s, late 90s? Product of the 90s. The first one didn't turn out the best. I think I just didn't have enough of the mixture, so I definitely made sure to spread it out the whole way for the second one. Okay, here's the finished product. The underside, or I guess it would be technically the top, didn't turn out the best. I don't know if it's just our waffle maker. I tried flipping it halfway through, but anyway, still should be good. I don't really know. They don't like sour cream, so I might try a little ranch. I don't really know. I'm not expecting them to love it, but we'll see. Kids didn't love it. They didn't hate it. Yeah. I would maybe try it again, except I just don't think our waffle iron is that great. I think we need to get a new one because it's just not cooking that well on the top. But it's really hard to flip something midway if it's not like fully cooked. So I did like the recipe. I thought it was good, so I would recommend it. Just I just don't know what to give with it for kids who don't love sour cream. So if you have any ideas, let me know. We are off to a little festival with some friends in a local town, and should be fun. And I am just starting a new book. Just finished To Sir Philip with Love. I've been trying to read all the Bridgerton books, but I just could not. I just did not like that one, so I'm gonna take a break from the last three, and I'm gonna read Emily Henry's Happy Place. I read Book Lovers earlier this year and really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to start this one. Jump in! Woo! We just got home. Santa's laying Gwen down. She fell asleep in the car, and so it's a little rough. We got some of these baked goods from, it was either Amish or Mennonite farmers that had baked goods there. They had these, this is like a rhubarb bread, onion and cheddar little loaf, and then we're gonna bring this big loaf to my mom. I always love to get her nice breads when we go places like that. Are you sure you want to go there? I would move that one up. No, you can't move backwards. This one could move. Okay. Now that the kids are settled, Sam's probably gonna take a nap. We're all very tired, but I wanted to get a lot done today. So I thought I would do just a little update with you guys on my dad and some changes to our life. Not really big changes, but some changes. My dad is doing really, really well. I have my ups and downs. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see that. He's doing really well. He graduated from physical therapy and speech therapy, so all he has left is occupational therapy. Which is, I mean, way beyond what any of them thought, you know, just a couple months ago that he would be at this place already. So we're so grateful. He's definitely not 100% back to who he was. I don't know if he ever will be. So emotionally, that's still hard for me. Like when I stumble across old videos or photos and I see just how drastically different he looks and sounds and things, it can be hard for me, but I try to most of the time stay in a place of gratitude. But if you've ever dealt with, you know, a loved one who's had a brain injury or stroke or Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that, there is a grieving process of losing parts of the person you loved, even if they're still alive. And so I'm trying to honor that and honor other people who've experienced that, but it's hard when there are people who have fully lost their parent or spouse or cousin or aunt or friend or whatever, because I think if you've never dealt with something like this, it's hard to relate, and I often feel like I should just be grateful he's even alive, and I am, but as humans, you know, there's still loss and grief that come along with it. So every week's a new week, every day's a new day. It hits me when I'm least expecting it, but overall, I'm just very grateful that he's here and overall can live a pretty independent life, at least right now. I know there's no guarantees. So all of the prayers you guys have sent truly do help and have helped, and I'm so thankful, and all the money that people donated have helped, because that has been a huge hard piece of it all for my family. So thank you for that. Our other news, where I am right now used to be our bedroom, and I posted a little thing on Instagram and people were like, where's your bedroom now? A few months ago we ended up moving our bedroom back upstairs. We tried having our bedroom down here for a couple years and I liked it, and it was nice to have the office, especially when I have my subscription box. But now I really don't need it, and I really like having my, you know, office in the dining room that I did a video on recently. It's just easier to be around my kids most of the time. There are times where I would love to have an office away from them, but in this season of life, it's just, they're always around me, so it's just easier to have it around them. And so we realized, like, we're missing all this space we could be using. And last year, I think I did share this, I did before and after school care for some kids that I had already done daycare for, or that are really close friends with my kids already, because our local school program told parents like 2 weeks before the start of school that they couldn't take kids. So I got relicensed, and you know, I'm using that throughout the summer when I'm watching a kid or four, just random days to help out friends and things like that. So this school year I'm gonna do the before and after school program again, and I just find it way easier in the winter when they get off the bus at 3:30 and it gets dark by like 4 to 5 in the winter, and so we're often not going back outside then. And the kids also don't always have their gear after school, so it's just nice to have another place in the house to play. This is really nice area when my kids are really rowdy, like at the end of the day before supper, so Stan or I can go make supper, and the kids, if we're not playing outside, we have this place to play that's like away from everything, because we live in a 4-level house, so like literally every room is like next to all the other rooms. You can hear everything, and so this is the only floor that like you can't always hear everything, and so it's nice to come down here and just let the kids play and kind of have some separation once in a while. If you live in cold climates, I think you can relate when you're inside for so many months, and you can go out for a little bit, but you can't go outside for like 5 hours a day like you do in the summer, and I know some people do, but we don't. So anyway, all that is to say, this is now a play space. So let me actually take you into the other room that used to be my office. It is not totally done. As you'll see, I have this corner of stuff I need to still deal with, but most of it is done. So I got this table I can link to on Amazon, inexpensive. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on this. Actually, I spent hardly any money. The table was the most money I spent on this. The stool we already had, and so these can all tuck in as well, so it saves space. But we have this little reading or little craft corner, puzzle corner here under my art that I love. So that just stayed down here. And this particular room has no windows, and so just the lighter and brighter I can make it, the happier it feels, because I'm very affected by sunlight and having light in a space. And then we have our mirror over here, and this is all stuff I had. Have this little craft corner and puzzle area so they can take stuff off of there and bring it here at the table. Here, I just ordered a rug that just came today, and there's Artie. And I have this calyx unit here and just some stuff out of reach because I still will be watching a 1-year-old here and there, and possibly a 3-year-old as well here and there. And I got this decal, have courage and be kind. And now I have a space for all my kids' little creations. We can put them here. I need to put some art in there. But Celia painted that painting a while ago, so that fits perfectly up there. Then I already had these, so the kids, when they do their artwork, they can just put them up here. This is gonna go under the steps once that's all taken care of. And then in here, which was our bedroom, we have another calyx unit that I already had. That mirror was above our bed, but I love it in here because it feels like another window, so I absolutely love that. This grouping was here, but I just changed out some of the art. Most of it I printed at home. That one I got printed at Office Max, so very inexpensive. And this is like the dramatic playroom basically. So we have that. For these, I actually just got beadboard cut down and I just screwed them onto the back, and I painted the other side so it's white because it was like really dirty, so it didn't look good as the brown. And that way they can only access it from one side, which is really great. So this is like the play kitchen area, and they have some kitchen stuff. And then this is all like dramatic play stuff. Got our little book rack here and our little Cookie Monster chair, and this is just some random like manipulatives kids can play with. But I anticipate the kids that all come that are school age love playing like dolls and school and apartments and things like that store, so I figure they'll probably use this whole room for that. And then when I do have a couple kids here a couple days a week that nap, I can keep their nap stuff in here, which was my little closet, so it worked out really well. So I just have to get this space licensed now and we'll be good to go. My girls have just enjoyed playing down here when I don't have extra kids here. But yeah, that's the plan for this school year. It's just really helped out other families, and it has helped our family with finances to have extra money that we can rely on. And also my girls love having friends here, so it's adding socialization to our homeschool, which is nice. And it's like during the times of day that we're not really doing anything anyway, so why not just add a couple more kids to breakfast and snack and playtime. And it's all kids that we really love and like have become part of our family, so it's a win-win-win for everybody. Actually forgot to say, so this area will be just like blocks and barn and Duplos and roads. So I have our Magnetiles in here and our Duplo sets. I have 2 bins of those, and I've got these roads here as well. So that'll be this area. So I actually got this rug I'm gonna try out here, and then I got these decals for the other room, which I might actually just put up now while I have some time. Got the rug here. I might actually get another cheap like Walmart rug to go under it and just pull this out if they want to play roads, because I did want something a little bit bigger, but the cat obviously likes it, but I don't really need like that whole pattern to be bigger. I just want a little bit bigger rug here, but I think that'll work fine, and I liked the layout of it. I can picture the kids actually playing cars on there. So these are the stickers, the decals I got. They actually, there's different shades of pink and things in here too. They're more pastel muted because I have more pastel muted colors here. And so I'm gonna put those here to fill this wall, and if I want, I might put some around this mirror. I haven't decided yet. I like the more minimalistic vibe going down here, but this wall needed something, so that's what I'm gonna work on right now. Well, that was a fun 15-minute project. The cat approves, and it just filled up that wall really nice without spending a lot of money. I don't think I told you guys, I shared this on Instagram, so make sure you're following me at WorkLifeGlue on Instagram. I like to share lots of little tips and behind the scenes and stuff over there, but this cat is now fully blind. The year we have had this year, I am like, I don't know how much one family can go through. I know plenty of people have been through many hard things. So literally, my dad's accident, in the hospital for 4 months, tons of insurance issues, advocating for him to be fed and all those things. Nightmare. Then the dishwasher, this was like a month into my dad being in the hospital, the dishwasher floods our storage room, which totally soaked and destroyed my grandma's wedding dress slash my mom's wedding dress, which was my dad's mom, but my mom also wore the wedding dress, destroyed it. And I ended up just getting rid of it, which I can't explain the mental space I was in at the time. It was just like, how do these things keep happening? So then we had to get a new dishwasher. Then in May, right as my dad's like getting out of the hospital, our cat goes blind. We thought he was like super sick. He stopped eating for 3 days and like was throwing up and pooping and didn't move for 3 days. I guess was just the shock of being blind. He was already partially blind, we knew, because he would run into walls and stuff all the time, and he can't jump that high or jump down from things. But now he's fully blind. He's thriving though, clearly, but that was a huge thing. That same week, our air conditioner died. Thankfully, we just need a new thermostat, but it was like multiple, over and over, having to call service repair people. And also our fridge died, all in 1 week. And then a couple weeks ago, Sam got in a car accident. He was at a red light, stopped, and 2 cars behind him, a truck, hit the car behind him, which hit him, which he then hit the car in front of him. So his car was totally smashed, fully totaled. So we need a new car, and it's just like, I honestly, when he called about that, I was just like, are you okay? And he is, like, he's sore, he's going to the chiropractor and stuff, but he's okay. But it's just been like, people say things happen in threes. Well, we're at like 10 right now, I feel like, and I'm just like, when? I don't know, I'm trying to keep my mindset good, but it's just like things happen and I'm just like, oh, okay, add it to the list, you know. It's just, try not to get too upset about things. But that's been our year. I hope you had a better year, and if not, just know you're not alone. But that was all a big reason why I just got off YouTube, because I'm like, it's just too much right now. I have nothing happy to say. My life is just falling apart everywhere I look, but at the same time, it's not. Like, I have so many things to be incredibly grateful for. So I just wasn't in a place to share that at that time. I was just trying to survive, and thankfully, you know, everything worked out. And that's what I have to keep telling myself. Everything works out. God, you know, every day I write down in my gratitude journal, almost every day I write down, God always provides. He always fixes whatever happens. We get through it somehow. And there is good that has come out from all of this. I've got my little office cart here that I have a whole video on. I'm going to spend just a little time in my planner because I've been a little behind on things for a few days because Sam was out of town. Had to buy a new van and all these kinds of things, so I'm just gonna sit down with my bullet journal stash. This is my content planner and my normal bullet journal, and just reorient myself a little bit. We are back from my parents, and We laid the kids down. Sam's working on a big batch of cookies somebody ordered. He's getting that baked off today. I'm down in the basement. I forgot to do this during nap time. I was pretty tired. I am wrapping Sam's gift for our 12th wedding anniversary tomorrow. Been together 18 years this December, but married for 12 tomorrow. And so we decided not to do any big gifts or anything. So I just got him a few of his favorite things. I'm gonna take a little time to do some spreads in my long-term bullet journal. While I was at my parents', normally we play some games, but the girls, we had a date night last night and the girls wanted to finish the movie they started at my parents' last night, so they finished that with my dad. So instead I just filled in the spread. So this is my to be read. I accidentally used a normal pen on here and it smudged, so then I tried to get it off. So that's why it looks like that, and then I used a Sharpie fine point marker. But anyway, to be read, want to read. These are ones that I own. These are ones that I don't own. So these are all physical copy books that I own that I want to read. Here, I went through my Kindle and my audiobooks. All the ones, I have more than this actually, but these are the ones I actually still want to read. And these are ones that I don't own that I want to read, and I still have a lot more to add to this, but this is what I worked on while I was at my parents'. I want to add a spread about homeschool and our plans for homeschool here. So that's what I'm going to work on tonight, and maybe watch something on the iPad. So my little helper and I are gonna make this cinnamon coffee cake with the Kodiak cake mix as a special treat for our anniversary. So we're gonna get working on that. Cut the butter in cubes.
Yeah.
No, not yet, not yet.
Oh.
Okay, just wait, please.
That's weird.
Just wait.
So cute. That's so cute.
Okay, you want to put that in there?
Wait, you need the whole butter and milk?
Yes. Okay.
Whoa. Too much.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yay.
Just wait.
Now, Mommy.
We're gonna do it together. And we're gonna pack it. Okay.
I like it. It's very small.
Yep.
It's like sand, huh?
Okay. Shake.
I like it.
You want to help me mash it?
Mash. Hey, lick it.
No, we're not gonna lick this one.
It's hot.
Good job. Okay.
Yummy cake.
Okay, there's one. Okay.
Now let me do it.
Go slow.
Oh, put the sugar. Yeah. Now let me do
Yeah,
it.
you do it.
No, Mommy, no.
You do it.
Keep it in my own bin. And you get all the
Can I help you?
Yep.
things, 1/8 of a cup all the way to 2 cups.
Okay, honey, that's not helping. Put some oats and cinnamon in there.
Whoa, yummy. Yummy cake. Whoa. I'll grab some.
Okay.
You want to sprinkle?
looks mighty tasty. I'm excited. You're supposed to let it cool. I'm not waiting around for that. So here's the girls' breakfast. I cut them kind of weird, so if they want more, I'll give them more, but pretty yummy. Just got home from church, and look what the girls found in our wet patio furniture because it was rainy. Little frog! Hi, frog! We are back from church. It's 11:30. After church, Celia usually works with Sam to make lunch. It's kind of like kids' choice lunch. So I'm gonna play with the little ones down in the basement. Got it in my comfier clothes. This is one of my shirts in my shop. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link below. Now that Gwenny is done for her nap, in my planner, I always, for the weekend, have this list of things to do. I already did our meal prep. I haven't been doing as much like dinner meal prep because I try to prep that during lunches now and have pretty easy suppers for the most part. But what I need to do is give the girls their allowance, water the plants, sand, clean the bathrooms. Was it last night? 2 nights ago? One of these nights he cleaned the bathrooms. He typically does that. I need to vacuum. I'll do that when Gwenny's up from her nap. We need to just talk about the week, and then I need to change our sheets. And those are like the key things I need to get done. Most of that does not take very long, so I'm also going to try to work in my bullet journal a little bit just for some me time. Sorry, you probably hear the dishwasher. It's a lot louder than our last dishwasher. So Sam and I are going to talk about our week and something we've been trying the last couple weeks. I always, you know, plan in my bullet journal. He has a physical planner, but something we've been trying to do is use this app called Time Tree. I believe it's free, at least for what we use it for. So that way, because we've struggled, this has been like one of the major sources of stress in our marriage, is like having a both being aware of what's going on, because you know, he tried taking his planner to work, but then he would forget to take it home, or he'd forget to take it to work, and then he'd be planning like when he needs to be home for certain things because his schedule's all over the place, and it just got complicated. So now when there's anything time specific, we try to add it to our time tree so that way it's always with us. But then, like, you know, when we're planning actual tasks and stuff, I still keep all of that in my planner as well, but it's just more to keep him knowing what's going on when he's not at the house. And also for me, like if I have to schedule a dentist appointment or something, I don't bring my bullet journal with me everywhere, so that just allows me to see when we could fit it in and whatnot. So that's been working well for us so far. I know everybody does it differently. It's just that's been a really hard thing to figure out what will actually work for both of us, since we are so different in that area. So for our planning sessions, basically, you know, I sit at my planner, he sits at his planner, and we just write out any specific things that are happening this week. Okay, I have a question for all you plant people out there. First of all, so I bought these cute plants, but they have the drainage hole, and so I can't ever just let them sit, but I think they're ugly with these ramekins, and I can't find little trays small enough, and they didn't come with them. So what do you do? Let me know, because I don't want to keep them in ramekins forever. But I don't want water all over my trim, obviously. I guess I could replant them, but facts are I'm never going to do that. Second of all, what's happening to this plant? I keep it watered. Have I overwatered it? Just like one of the stems already. It's been like maybe 2 years I've had this one, and I've kept it alive somewhat. It's surviving, not thriving, but you know, I do my best. Also, does this one look normal? Is this what it's supposed to look like? I mean, it's definitely alive, but it doesn't look that great. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or if this is just what it's supposed to look like. It's probably already watered enough in this one. I need to water more often because it always looks dead for a little bit.
Hi. I'm still here.
Gosh. What does that mean?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Okay.
When you said you were going to do a weekly prep, I said, oh, alright, sounds good. So you saw cookies earlier. Everybody's picked up pretty much except for one order. I'm prepping dinner because we have a Blackstone now. We've had it for a while, and I haven't used it that much. And hopefully the weather holds up because I'd like to do Philly cheesesteaks tonight. Just making dumb things behind the camera. I got peppers cut. I got the steak thawed ready to cut. I got a cheese sauce made. Other than that, it's just putting it all together. So I'm going to slice this really thin and then cook it when it's dinner time.
So something I didn't show during nap that I did, this table was over here and we had the Nugget little play couch thing over here, and I decided to try the Nugget down in the basement to see how that goes. So in this playroom, our girls mainly have like our generation American Girl dolls and the clothes and accessories, and then they have this Calico Critter thing, and then they use this Gwenny's not in a crib anymore, so her crib mattress, since I had to buy a brand new one right before we transitioned her because it had a rip in it and she peed in the night and it went into the mattress, so I was like, yeah, we need a new mattress. So we can repurpose that as like a little couch. They pretend it's like they play apartments where one has an apartment here, and that actually fits perfectly under this table, so they can have an apartment in there, and then one has an apartment up there and one has an apartment up there, and it's super cute. So I just, you know, it's pretty minimal in here now. We have our printer up here now, so that's what that looks like. And then I brought the Nugget down here. We'll see. It kind of takes up a lot of space, so we'll see how we like it. But the kids, this is like the dramatic playroom. I also brought their 3-tier bunk bed for dolls down here, so since this is a dramatic play area, I thought that would be fun. But they can use those and set up different rooms or pretend they're beds or whatever. So we'll see. I like moving stuff around my house, if you haven't noticed that by now. I just like shopping our house and switching things up because we're here so much. It's just fun to move things around. My mom always did that growing up, and I just loved how it made a fresh new space without spending any money. And then when Stan was helping Celia make lunch, I actually came in here and did a little decluttering. I didn't show it just because I was trying to work fast. I cleaned all my makeup brushes with this little like Target Dollar Spot brush cleaner spot. I just use shampoo to clean them. I've had these ones since college. I've been married 12 years and we had just graduated college, so about 12 years. And then this is broken, but in here, this is where we still get ready. So that's Sam's stuff. I didn't touch his stuff, but I keep all my makeup and deodorant. I use coconut oil for my moisturizer and just my random stuff. That's everything I use, and more than I usually use on a daily basis is in here, and I can just pull this out and bring it to our little our little sink area. I put overflow stuff up here out of reach since this is gonna get licensed again, so I was trying to make it so it's safe for kids. I still need to put latches on here, but basically under here is just some extra stuff I use at night, like my face wash and some serums and stuff like that. And then I have like all my period stuff back there. And then I keep my curling iron, my straightener, and this little mini straightener in here. In this drawer, Sam keeps his toothbrush above in the cabinet, but my toothbrush and some floss and random stuff. And then in this one I have just towels, a little mirror, and stuff for my hair. Very minimal. But this little bathroom has worked really well for Stan and I for over 2 years now, and I just like getting ready down here since we're not disrupting the girls when they're still sleeping.
It's about 5 o'clock, so we got mac and cheese rolling for the girls. We're reheating the cheese sauce and we're gonna hold it. And then in the oven, don't want to open it yet. We have, well, I'll open it. We have fish sticks and tater tot rounds for all of us to share. And then I'm just kind of prepping everything to go outside to the Blackstone, getting the hoagies ready for the Phillies. I'm gonna get the cheese on there and kind of like get my station set up so that way everything kind of flows together and dinner won't be late. Let me tell you, Sunday dinners are always chaotic, especially when I want to make something really good for Sarah and I. The Philly cheesesteaks you saw there, this one's mine. I'll open up mine because mine has mushrooms in it as well. We got that thinly sliced steak, onions, peppers, cheese. We also have homemade cheese sauce we're gonna go with it too. And there's mushrooms and provolone. It looks so good. I wrap these up in the foil so they can keep warm and kind of like get that bun nice and steamed. So I'm gonna call in the troops. We're hungry.
Well guys, little ones are getting laid down right now. Holly, our oldest, down in a little while. She stays up later. And the kitchen's clean. They're bathed. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoy this weekly prep. It's been a while. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And leave a comment and let me know what other kinds of videos you want to see from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.